Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm back. I want to squeal into the microphone, but I know that's probably not a good thing. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. And the squeaky chair still made it. It survived to live another day. So I'm behind on 52 weeks. I am. So I'm going to work on getting this up to date and stuff. Remember, real life, figuring out the camera, figuring out everything, because I'm in a brand new filming area. So this was not like any kids messing around with anything. This was like having to figure it all out once again. Anyways, I'm back and I'm so excited. So, where do I even begin? Oh my gosh, you guys, the past couple of months, the past few months have been absolutely insane with like the moving and everything. And instead of trying to like back plan like my spreads for like memory spreads, I'm just gonna like pick up and just move on. And just start jumping back into spreads. That's my goal for this upcoming week. So, but I figured I'd get in here and get some 52 weeks going because we're going to catch up. So for the next, actually, you know what, this is what's probably going to happen because they are such short videos. From here on out, there's going to be at least 2 spreads in each video. So I figured that's probably the best because then it gives us at least, 20 minutes, roughly around there, to talk. And then also make sure that I don't go short or over and get behind and then I catch up and all of that stuff. But I have grand plans for next year's 52 weeks. So in terms of like what I'm going to actually do in it. So, and it's going to be something that I normally don't ever do. I'll just tell you right now, I am actually going to pre-plan all of the weeks. So like we're going to sit and chit chat. I'm going to pre-plan and do like the layouts like back in the day when you used to just get it done. And then in like 2 to 3 weeks later, I'll show you what that week turned out to be like and all that jazz. So let's get into it. This is week 22 of 52 weeks of fandom. This kit is from Sticker Geek Designs. So in fact, actually week 22 and week 23 are both kits from her shop. I'm not sure if they're open again or still closed. Like on vacation, I just don't remember. If you can tell, I got my nails done. It's been a long time since I've had my nails done. I don't know if I'll continue keeping long nails. It feels very, very weird to have them. However, I think I'm going to go back to at least getting manicures and getting things painted because that makes me feel just like put together. So, but I'm excited. Like, I'm trying not to go 1,600 miles an hour and figure everything out. And I definitely didn't have anything prepped for any of this. Like, sometimes I go by the seat of my pants. And that's just how it goes. And having to move. You guys ready for this? Okay. So, during the whole moving debacle, movers ended up breaking things. They ended up packing broken glass in with stuff. So we had a glass break next to our entertainment center and we thought we got all the pieces. Well, apparently not. Some of the pieces had gone inside the entertainment center and the movers actually packed that broken glass in some of our entertainment center stuff, which was ridiculous. Anyways, and then when I asked them not to pack certain things or, label it a certain way, let's just say that they've made my life not fun. That's all. So, we're going to jump right into it. As always, the little newsy characters are from Coffee Monsters Co. And then the script is from my shop. Currently, that font is font number 3. And it's just for this day in history. So let's talk about it. In 1911, on May 31st, the hull of the Titanic was launched in Belfast. At the ceremony, a White Star Line employee claimed not even God himself could sink this ship. And we kind of all know how that story ended. But I just thought it was interesting that somebody would make that quote. But I mean, I get it. That was probably a huge ship, and it was amazing, and that's what people wanted to see. And so, like, I get it, but it's still something interesting for history. And I really hope you guys have been enjoying. And so I am going to work on bringing a lot more planning content, especially with monthly functional subscriptions and mystery kits, because, you know, especially monthly functional sub, because that's like my jam, man. And you guys, oh my gosh. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that one of my PR girls is Anna from Anna Reads and Plans, and she did an amazing thing from one of my other PR girls who inspired one of my other PR girls to put their monthly functional subscriptions in like color order and see where we were at. So Shanisha, which is Zoe Bree Plans. Oh, let me read this one here real quick. On June 1st, 1968, Helen Keller, a blind and deaf author, lecturer, had died. That was her death date. Back to Zoe Bree Plans inspired Kim of KG Plans and Anna of Anna Reads and Plans to color coordinate, organize their monthly functional subs. Now, Anna has been with me, she's been with me for quite some time, and she has been an advocate of the monthly functional sub from the minute it popped in. Like 2018 is when we started, you guys. August 2018, mind you. So this is a 3-year solid baby going on, and so she has a lot, and she organized them, and we found out colored areas that we are missing. So, Wednesday, the 2nd, 1997, Timothy McVeigh was found guilty of the bombing of the federal building in Oklahoma City. How old was I? I was 13 when that happened. I do remember that. When the bombing went off and everything, like, that was, whoa, crazy. Anyways, so her and I sat down, and she showed me where the areas that I like. Apparently, I really love blue. Really, really, really love blue. And then I really love green. I need to work on my purples, my yellows, and definitely my pinks. So we identified some shades, and over the course of the next year, that's what I'm going to focus on, is filling some of those gaps for you all. So I'm really excited. I thought that was an amazing way to see things and everything. And our running joke right now is nope to taupe. Apparently, I really love the color taupe, and I put it into a lot of functional palettes. We're probably not going to see some taupe colors for a while because there was a lot of taupe. So, yeah. Thursday the 3rd, 1989, Chinese army troops head to Beijing to crush student-led pro-democracy demonstrations. I was 4 years old, so I don't remember any of this stuff. But I remember seeing images and of the student in front of the tank, and I'm just like, can you imagine, like, probably the fear, but also the bravery that had to go into standing in front of something so tremendous. And it just, props goes out to people who stand up for what they believe in. That's what I will always back people who, stand up for what they believe in and don't back down, and, without horrible violence and, putting other people at, risk and all that fun stuff. Anyways, I digress. Friday the 4th, 1896, Henry Ford took his first car out for a test drive. I wonder what that was like. Some of these things that I write down and I, find, I'm like, I wonder what that would have been like. I wonder what went through his head, what the end results were. I'm sure he probably wrote about it somewhere. I'm sure I could find, but I always just, wonder. I'm a very curious person by nature. Saturday the 5th, 2002, Elizabeth Smart was kidnapped from her home. I grew up in Salt Lake City. I remember when this happened. I remembered when they found her. I remember how they found her. I remember the trial. I remember, just the way, she went to become an activist for women having a voice. And so I think it's on Crime Junkies podcast. They have an actual interview with her. If you love like crime scene stuff, go look for the Elizabeth Smart one on Crime Junkies and listen to their interview. It's amazing. She is an amazing, amazing person, you guys. Amazing. Sunday the 6th, 2002, President Bush proposed a new cabinet called the Department of Homeland Security. So, all right. I guess you could probably tell by that kit that was, a Labyrinth-inspired kit. This next one is going to be inspired by the movie The Craft. I really like that movie, but then again, I'm a child of the 90s, so this just kind of speaks to, like, my generation and stuff, especially my husband's. But I definitely love this take on it, and I love this bottom washi with all the candles. Oh, it makes me so happy. Like, I don't really burn a lot of candles in my house, but yeah, it's like having lots of candles would be so nice. Yeah, anyways, if you guys can't tell, like, I'm really excited to be back. Currently, right now, my husband is off doing something, so I feel more comfortable. You guys ready for a little, like, insider, like, notion? I've been married to my husband for 15 years, almost 16. We've been together for 16 years. And I still get nervous around him, especially when I have to, like, do talks or, like, when I'm doing my voiceovers here. And it shouldn't make me nervous because he is, like, my number one cheerleader, but end of story, it makes me nervous. Always. And here, right here, you guys, I couldn't remember where I placed my slice tool. I'm frantically searching, like, oh crap, I totally did not prepare for this. Guys, when I sat down to film this, I was not prepared to get back to planning and doing stuff. Like, I feel like a failure in so many ways. And then I remembered I shoved it in one of my washi drawers that's right in front of me. So, props to me, scored for me. I'm not a well put together person right now. So, trying. All I can say is that I'm trying. But anyways, he's not here right now, so I feel more comfortable in my element, which is probably what it shouldn't be. He should be able to sit right beside me and listen to me do these voiceovers and all the crazy stuff, because at the end of the day, he watches every single voiceover that I do. Every single one. Every single video I put up, he watches, and then he tells me, like, hey, he'll give me some, constructive criticism, like if I'm making too many noises or if I'm doing too many certain things, just to make these videos better for you guys, but also to see what I talk about, because he knows that I get into a groove, and I sit here and I will just chit-chat about things. So, but if you sit right next to me, I'd be a bumbling mess. However, I could get up in front of my entire congregation at church, and he could be in the audience, and I would do just fine giving a talk. So I have no idea what it is about doing a voiceover for YouTube and my planning stuff that makes me so nervous with him around. I don't know. If you have any insight into that, I'd totally take it. Like, tell me, how am I, like, yeah, anyways, all right, we're going to get into this. I'm totally just in the mode of just not editing anything. And that's the thing that I love about doing voiceovers, is that I can just start talking, none of it's edited, it's all real life. Whereas, when it's me talking in like a talk through video, sometimes I do have to stop the video and I have to come back because things happen. At least with the voiceovers, if I have to stop and come back, I don't lose my train of thought as bad with, what do? I lose my train of thought. I don't lose my train of thought as much with my planning as I do when I do a talk through video and have to stop. Wow. I am just batting 1,000. I still haven't found my sticker lifter, aka the sticker licker. Oh, it sounds like they're back from their thing, so good thing we only have 4 minutes to wrap this up. I'm probably going to text them real quick just to let them know that I'm doing voiceovers. But let me write for just a minute here on this Monday, and that way I can read to you what Monday's was. Monday, the 7th, 1776, Richard Henry Lee of Virginia introduced a resolution in the Continental Congress proposing a Declaration of Independence. So this really primarily goes to the United States. I don't know, and there's the dogs. I apologize. I'm not going to stop the voiceover, but, we're there. I know some key players in, the whole Continental Congress, but I don't know them all, so I'm not very familiar with Richard Henry Lee, so other than him proposing a Declaration of Independence, I couldn't tell you what else he contributed to. So, Tuesday, the 8th, 1968, James Earl Ray, Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassin, was arrested. Okay. Wednesday, 1973, and this one has everything to do with horses, and my daughter has been wanting to take horse riding lessons, and I'll get into that story in just a minute, because Secretariat won the Belmont Stakes, won the Belmont Stakes and became the first Triple Crown winner in 25 years. So I have watched the movie Secretariat, and everything, and I love it. But anyways, my daughter is wanting to take horse riding lessons because when we eventually buy our property, she does want a horse, and I told her she couldn't have a horse until she knew how to take care of a horse, and that includes learning how to ride horses and all that jazz. So luckily we live in an area where there's lots of farms and lots of horses, so we're going to hopefully get her into horse riding lessons here soon so she can learn all about them. So, Thursday, the 10th, 1935, Alcoholics Anonymous was founded by Bill W. Yes, when I looked at this, his name was in quotations. I don't know why, but I'm just writing it the way that I found it off the website that I get most of my daily things. So, 2001, I didn't realize that I had wrote 2 things, one each week, about Timothy McVeigh, but it just so happened. 2001, Timothy McVeigh, the 1995 Oklahoma City bomber, was executed. Saturday, 1942, Anne Frank received a diary for her birthday. Imagine if she had never received that diary for her birthday. Thoughts there, right? And then in 1966, and I had to shorten this because it was a really long one, Miranda versus Arizona was, what would be the term? Was argued in front of the Supreme Court, and that is when the Supreme Court declared that anybody who was placed under arrest had to be given their rights, their warnings, and that's where we get the Miranda rights from. So, or the Miranda warning from, whichever way you want to talk about it. That's what that was, but I didn't have a lot of space, so I kind of had to condense it down. Normally, I don't know what kits I'm going to use until I get sitting down, so I didn't realize that I needed more space for that area. Yeah, that's my fault. And then I just had to put the date dots because I totally forgot about the date dots, and I'm trying to use up all these date dots that are in my reusable sticker book. And then, of course, I don't have a 7 and 8, so I grabbed these wonderful sheets that have all of these numbers down on them, which make me so happy because then, apparently I really love 3s. Those are the ones. And that's what I have for you guys. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!